Hello, welcome to It's Getting Better with me, DJ Santana. I'm sorry for the late update, man. Yesterday I was supposed to record this and put it on the internet for you all to listen to or watch, but I didn't, so I apologize for that. Man, I was just in a mood yesterday. I just had a lot of brain fog. You ever just feel like that? Like your brain's just, everything's blah and just So I didn't really think that that'd be the best idea to record like that, because that ain't the vibe I'm trying to send out, bro. I want to send out the positive message, the happiness and the goodness and the inspiration, I guess. So I didn't want to record while I wasn't really feeling it. It's probably a mistake. I probably should have, just to let y'all know that, hey, that ain't always honky-dory up in DJ Santanaville. But I didn't, and here we are. What I did do yesterday, I'm continuing to try to work on becoming more, artsy. I want to make more art with my words. So yesterday I sat down and I wrote either a poem or a song, depending on how it's said. Hey, get away from my, come on now. That was Piper. She's messing with the cord. She ain't got time for this. I'm sorry for that. Probably wobbled a little bit for you. But yeah, yesterday, instead of recording, I sat down and I wrote a pretty good poem, I guess. It was about procrastination, because I do that a lot. That's one of my character flaws, I guess. I like to put stuff off until the last minute. I wish I didn't. I wish I was more Johnny on the spot with that. But I think I understand why I do it. It's because I can. And I just like that little rush, I guess, that I get when I'm right at the end, like, oh, I gotta finish this, oh, I gotta do that, oh, I gotta do that. It adds stress in my life that I otherwise don't have. So I think it's like self-sabotaging behavior, I guess, and it's a common thing. A lot of people do stuff that just sabotage themselves, but I'm trying to work on stopping that, because it's not something I want to do. Why make stress? The reason I think I do that is because I told y'all a couple episodes back, like, I'm pretty comfortable right now in my life. Like, I've got a pretty decent career. I've started doing stand-up. I'm still not really getting any like showcases, but that's my fault. I'm not going out enough. I'm not I'm not consistent, because I'm so confused when it comes to stand-up. I've got a pretty good 5-minute set that I'm continuing to work on, because it's not the best 5 minutes ever. It's not that. But it's pretty consistently good, as long as I show up, as long as I'm in the right state of mind and I can project my feelings, I guess, onto the audience. That's like one of the biggest things that people have been telling me, like, they gotta feel me, you know what I mean? Just like any art, like art's supposed to have a feeling to it. So if I can't make the audience feel what I'm feeling and not just hear what I'm saying, the laughs aren't gonna land. The jokes are gonna fall flat, and I'm just gonna look like a weird person in a bright shirt on the stage saying some weird stuff. And that's not who I want to be. I want to be a funny man. If you follow me on Facebook and Instagram, it's DJ Santana, funny man. That's who I want to be. I want to be funny. I don't want to be the weird guy saying weird stuff on stage. I want to say stuff that makes you laugh. So the confusing part about comedy, I guess, for me is with this 5 minutes, like, it's good. I wouldn't say it's great, and I'm not going to say it's not that. It's not anything like spectacular. It's not that. It's not spectacular, because it's not. But it's good. And I'm confused about when do I start telling new jokes or working on a different 5 minutes, and how do I start that? Because the way I tell jokes is not very, I'm not telling one-liners, you know what I mean? I'm not just saying, hey, why did the chicken cross the road? But I'm telling stories, and there's jokes in the story. So with that story, I know that I've got to make you believe that it really happened, because all the stories I'm telling really did happen. I can't tell you stories about someone else. I can only tell you about my life. So that's what I'm trying to do. Man, I need to get a studio. My cat's messing with the wire. You hear my dogs right now. I'm not even going to go out there and stop them because I'm here talking to y'all. I hope they stop themselves, but they won't, because that's who they are. I'm lying. They're going to chill out in a second. But what's a DJ Santana? It's Getting Better podcast without some dog noise, bro. Come on now. You need some animals in your life. They help remind you that we're all different. We are, man. Dogs and people, they're totally different beings. So, yeah, it helps me. You can put a name and you can make up your own personality for your dog, but your dog's a dog, bro. So you got to remember that they ain't gonna treat you the same way that a person would, I guess. Or maybe I'm just weird, and why the hell am I even talking about dogs being people? I don't know. Dogs, bro. Oh, speaking of dogs, we're still in my bedroom. Look at that painting of my dog. One of my father-in-law's good friends, Nick, he painted that for me. And I'm supposed to make him dinner, and I haven't yet. I gotta get a hold of him and make him some dinner for painting that beautiful painting of my dog, not me. That's my dog, Remy. He's a Boston Terrier. But yeah, back to my comedy. So I got this 5-minute set, and it's, let's say, decent, because I still think good is not the best word, but it's decent. It's consistently getting laughs now. I'm going to work on it again tonight. That's what I'm going to do after I'm done recording this. I'm going to go out and go to another open mic tonight and try to make sure that it is. I've got some new lines I've added in just to try to get more funny out of it, more laughs. But I don't know when to start telling different stories, because I want to progress in, like, I want to make comedy a career at one point. I really would like to. But I don't know what to do. There's no handbook. Me personally, as a human being, I'm kind of awkward when it comes around talking to people. I can talk to people. I'm not like on the spectrum weird when it comes to talking to people. And shout out to y'all on the spectrum. Y'all remind us that we're all different too, and y'all are cool too. Y'all cool people. But I just get kind of a little bit of social anxiety when it comes just to talking to people, especially about, I'm not trying to I have to promote myself. That's what I have to do. But to comedians that are out there doing it, they know what funny is. I'm not trying to be like, hey, bro, let me get up on a show with you, because I don't want to be that person. I want someone to recognize when my time has come, and obviously it has not. So that's just a weird thing, man. When do I tell new stories? Do I wait till this set is killing before I tell new stories? Because I don't want people to think I just have one story, like the comedians that could give me opportunities. I don't want them to think that that's all I got, because there's more, and I've told more. If I worked on it, I could maybe have a 15-minute set. But I definitely got 10 minutes. It's a lie. But I got 5 good minutes, 5 okay minutes, 5 decent, then okay, and then 5 minutes that I really need more work on. So when do I start working on that? Y'all can't answer me. You're a phone. That's who you are. You're a phone, if you still didn't know that. So I got to figure that out myself. I got to stop being weird around people. I got to just ask. ask, what do I need to do? So I think I'm going to do that tonight. I think there's going to be some comedians that could have answers. So I got to stop being a little scaredy cat. Stop being nervous when talking about myself and just ask. What's the worst thing they could do is tell me to go kick dirt? Go kick dirt. What the hell is wrong with me? I'm growing up, man. I've never said go kick dirt in my life. But yeah, that poem I wrote is part of the reason I wrote it. Well, one, just to put pen to paper, so to speak, because I didn't put pen to paper. I wrote it on my phone. But the reason I did that is because I want to expand my artistic abilities, I guess. Like I said, my artsy side. And it's something that's new. It's something that's I never really felt like I could create art, I guess. It's never been in my brain that it's a possibility of something that I can do. So now that I know that I could make people laugh with just my words, and not just my words, because it's a whole, I don't even say it's a whole performance because I'm not up there with freaking symbols and stuff and doing crazy things, but there's facial expressions, there's hand movements, there's looking around and all that stuff. So there's more than just words that add to the funny. But I want to be able to just make people feel with my words. You know what I mean? That's art. That's what I think art is. Art is something that, art and beauty, I guess. Maybe not just beauty, because there's other things. But art, something that is human created that makes you feel some type of way. And I think that is art. And the art I'm trying to perfect right now, or not even perfect the art, I'm just trying to be what's the word? What is that word? They had it in the old timey English things. Man, I can't believe I can't think of that word. Apprentice. I'm at an apprentice level. Not even, because I'm not even with no one to learn from. So I need to go out as much as I can to figure it out. But I also want to, in other forms of word art, I want to expand, because I like music. So maybe I could write music. I don't know if I could sing worth a shit, but I think I could write lyrics that make you feel some type of way. I think I could do that. This poem, like, I've had a few people read it, some people that I value their opinion on the English language, and they said, wow, that's pretty good, especially for the first time. Pretty good. I'm not trying to S my own D here. I'm just saying what they said. So I think I have something in there that I could tap. But I would like to try to figure out some music, man. I want to do that at some point. But speaking of me going out and trying to do me, I've come to the realization this past week, man, that I've been making a lot of time for me. I've been doing that. It's something that I haven't done really ever. I've done things selfishly for myself, but I never made time for me to grow, I guess, until recently. And I've realized that there's other avenues of my life that I gotta focus on as well. I can't just be about me. I've got a wife and kids, man. I've got to be there for them. I'm trying to be there more for my son. He's a awesome little kid, man. He's 5 years old. He got him in jiu-jitsu because he's got all that energy in him. He's got the smarts in him. So I wanted to do something to wear his little behind out so he calms down. And because he's smart, he's a wily little coyote. I've never called him a wily coyote in my life. What is wrong with me? But he is. He's a little sly fool, a little fox, I guess. A little. Call him hunter, but maybe he's the hunted. Maybe he's the fox, man. Or maybe he is a hunter. He's out there. What can I get into today? But to try to curb that, son, we got him in jiu-jitsu, and it's been really helpful. Just, I'm gonna say wearing him out and making him tired, but just making him think more before he acts on whatever impulse he has to do, because he's 5 and impulse control for 5-year-olds is what? What is impulse control? I want it, I got it, I'm doing it. So we got him doing that, and I've been spending more time with that, with him doing that, talking to him about it, showing a lot of interest, because I am interested. I like jiu-jitsu. I like watching it. I like seeing him grow and learn about it. But I've got to focus also on my daughter and my wife. My daughter, she's in cheerleading, and I love cheerleading. I love that so much. But it's not for me, it's for her. So, cheerleading. It's for her, and it's not my life, it's her life, and she really does enjoy it. She's also getting better at it. She's progressing, and she's having a lot of fun doing it. And it's something I need to spend more time paying attention to, so I can talk to her about it and show real interest in it. Like, when we talk about it, I do show real interest. Like, I'm not faking my interest when I'm talking to my daughter. That's not what I'm doing. But I want to be able to ask more pointed questions about, why'd you kick up instead of kick out? What the fuck are you supposed to ask about cheerleading, man? I don't know. So that's what I'm saying. I need to spend more time paying attention to what she's doing. But also, I have a wife who I should be spending more attention to what she's doing, because I want my wife to feel appreciated by me and feel wanted. You know what I mean? You got a wife, man. She's got to feel wanted, and just like I'm her husband, I've got to feel like she wants me, and I know that she does. I get that strong vibes, but I'm not sure if I'm sending those vibes back to her, that I really do love her and I really do appreciate what she's doing and all those things. And the best way to do that is spending time together, spending meaningful time together, because we spend a lot of time together. We're married. We sleep together. We eat together. We watch TV together. We laugh together. We talk together. But there's not much time in our lives to just be us together without having to worry about anything else. And the more we can do that, more date nights, I guess what I'm saying, the more we could do date nights, the better off we'll be, I think. The more we could appreciate each other's company, the more we could just get to know each other more. But DJ, you've been with her for 10 years. Don't you know her already? I do, man. I do know her. But I don't know everything she does all day, day to day. And to be honest, day to day, all day, I ain't trying to know all that. Let you have some you. But I want to know what she's thinking sometimes, you know what I mean? I want to know how she feels about things, because she's been really supportive with me going out and trying to make it as a comedian. I don't know anyone, obviously there are people, but I don't know them that would allow their husbands to go out at least 3 nights a week at night during the week to go tell jokes for 5 minutes. Like, that sounds crazy saying that out loud. And the fact that she does it most of the time with a smile on her face makes me really happy that she's my wife, man. It really does. So I got to figure out ways to spend more time with her and make sure that she knows that I really do care about her, I really do appreciate her. I say that, but as you can tell, I'm in my bedroom and she's not home right now, but she's on her way home and she's in her work clothes. So she's going to open that door that's behind you, my phone, and I'm going to be like, ah, heads up on that. But it hasn't happened yet, so I can't. Maybe she won't. Maybe she knows I'm in here. Maybe she'll just wait because she's a good lady and good woman to me. She knows that, he's in there recording, so I won't go in there. But maybe she won't. I don't know. Why am I trying to predict the future? I don't know what's going to happen. But I do know that if I continue to try to improve these relationships, these relationships will get better, just like anything else that we do. As long as we're out there trying to be better, it will get better, because it is getting better with DJ Santana. So stupid. But it is. Besides the relationships with my family, I've also kind of been neglecting friends, man. Like real friends, not just people I've been meeting and talking in the comedy scene who yeah, I consider friends. But like my boys, I haven't been spending a lot of time with my boys. I haven't been calling, checking up on people. I haven't done that. It's actually a thing that I've never done. I don't call and check up on people. I don't. And I need to improve that. Because my friends, they call me. It's not like, oh, they don't give a fuck about you. They ain't calling you either, bro. No, they call me. They check up on me. They call me just to say, hey, just talk for 10 minutes and just about nothing, about whatever. And I don't do that. So I want to do that. I want to do it more, or not even more. I want to start doing that. So I think I'm going to try, because Lord knows I say I'm going to do stuff and I don't. I've been telling you I'm trying to kick the nicotine, and man, I'll tell you what, nicotine she's a strong mother effer. She's got a hold on me. It's hard, man. And it's hard. It's hard to stop nicotine. It's so hard. I've stopped smoking cigarettes and that's an easy stop. And I'm told y'all I've been doing those nicotine pouches where it's like a pouch of nicotine salts you put in your lip and just let it dissolve and you get your nicotine fix. But I want to not do that. I don't want to have that addiction. I don't. It's not something I want to need. I don't want to need nicotine. And the reason why it's so hard for me personally to stop is because when I stop, man, I get so angry, irritable, and irritable turns into anger. And that's not what I want to do. I don't want to be a person on edge, just, hey, shut up, go to bed, hey, close the light on, stop talking, hey, what, huh? That's not the person I want to be anymore, because I've been that person and I don't want to continue to be that person. But I gotta realize it's temporary. And I've talked to my wife about it and let her know that when I do, like, it's gonna be at least, hopefully, at the most, a week of just me being an asshole, I guess. Like, that's the best way to describe it. But for the long term, I think it would be better for all of us. Save friggin' $5 every other day. Like, that adds up. That's $35 a week just to not be angry, not be irritable for a week, man. Like, it doesn't make sense why I continue to do it. But I'm gonna for the near future, because I really don't want to go through that irritable phase. I don't like it. I don't like just, because I sit there and I got a pout face and just my nose is curled up a little bit and I'm just looking for things to get to snap about. And I know it. And that's why I go to the store and buy another can of this stuff. Because it's easily accessible. It's right there. I can just go get it. And it's not like out of my reach financially. And I'm not making myself poor by doing it. But damn, that $35 a week, I could just put in my savings account. I really could. I really should. I gotta try, man. I gotta try again. So just know that, man. Just if you got those little addictions of whatever it is, you could be addicted to anything, man. You could be addicted to pizza. Dog, you know how much I love pizza? Man, I'm doing this keto again because I'm trying to lose 20 more pounds and I keep falling off the wagon because honestly, when it comes to my weight, like, I'm not uncomfortable anymore. Like, I'm fluffy a little bit, like I got a little jiggle to my wiggle, but I'm not fat anymore, you know what I mean? Like, I was really fat. And like, yeah, I was 265, but 6'2", 6'3" maybe. So I wasn't like fat or like morbidly obese, but I had a lot of extra weight that I knew I needed to lose, so I lost it. And I got about 20 more pounds that I want to lose just to lose the jiggle. But I feel comfortable. And I don't know, I wrote yesterday that comfort is the enemy. And it really is. I got to stop feeling comfortable where I'm at. There's always room for growth, room for improvement. I gotta stick on this keto, man. But that pizza though, I love me some pizza. If you put some pizza in front of me right now, I'd probably take a slice. I probably would, just to be honest, because pizza, man, it's delicious. I mean, unless you're coming at me with like some Domino's pizza, some Pizza Hut pizza, I could pass on that. Unless it's stuffed crust, I might not pass on that. But if you're coming at me with some chain brand pizza, I could say no to that. But if you got you a nice long slice of that New York style greased triangle, I'ma eat it, cause I love that shit. But I know it's not good for me. I know it's not good for me in large amounts. Dude, there was a time where I'd order a large pizza and eat it. And just eat it, because what else am I gonna do? I got pizza, might as well keep eating it. I was addicted to just eating junk food, man. I'd go to the store and buy some chips, buy a soda. No, I didn't buy a soda, but I'd buy like, what is those called? Like not a sugar-free energy drink. What is that? Monster. I used to get Monsters all the time, like they have sugar. And I used to just drink a whole bunch of that and eat a whole bunch of junk food. Man, when I lived in Southern California, bro, you never had good Mexican food till you've been, well, one, to Mexico, but I've never been there. So the next best place is Southern California. Living in Southern California, you get exposed to the real tacos, because up until that point, the only tacos I ever had were like from chain Mexican restaurants, and like, you know what I'm saying, chain Mexican with the heavy quotations on it. Heavy quotations on it. I'm not going to give their name out, because I think you're smart enough to figure out who I'm talking about. Heavy quotations around the word Mexican, because their food ain't really Mexican. This is junk food on a taco shell. Not even a good taco shell. You ever had a good taco shell, man? You ever made your own taco shells? Bro, get you some lard and some flour and just rub it up and press it down and fry it up. That's some goodness right there. Shout out to my sister-in-law, Addie, for giving me her tortilla recipe. She gave me a good tortilla recipe, and I made some bomb tortillas. Yeah, make your own tortillas, bruh. Then talk to me about Mexican. Because a Dorito is not a taco shell. It's a Dorito. You know who I'm talking about. But it's good, though. I'll tell you that. At like 2 o'clock in the morning, who don't want a Dorito wrapped around ground beef and spices and tomatoes? Who don't want that at 2 o'clock in the morning? But what are you doing out at 2 o'clock in the morning, man? Nothing good happens past midnight. Unless, of course, you're getting paid. But most of y'all ain't getting paid. Most of y'all just out there spending your money after midnight. Don't be doing that. Come on now. What else can I talk about? Ooh. I need to improve my handiwork. Like just fixing little things around the house. My cat wall, I don't know if you've followed me on Instagram or Facebook, but I've showed you pictures and videos of my cat wall. You saw it on the podcast. It used to be right back over there. I had to take down the top shelf because my drywall, I can't put those shelves into studs. I probably could. I got to find them, but I got to get the right screws because they're metal studs. So putting it in the studs at the time when I did it, I had no idea what I did. So I just got some drywall anchors and put in the drywall. And that top shelf, since Piper, my little cat, she's around here somewhere. She's the one that was messing with you earlier. She jumps up, then she gets on that ledge I have in my living room area, or just the whole house area. But when she jumps down, she's getting heavier, so it's been pushing down on these drywall screws and making the drywall crack up. And I gotta fix that because she really enjoys that. When I took it down yesterday, she looked at me like I was fucking ruining her life. She was like, but DJ, because she ain't calling me daddy because she's a cat. Cats don't have no respect for you. She's like, but DJ, what else am I supposed to do? Now I can only jump on one shelf. You just took a whole world away from me. And I apologized to her because she really was like, she was looking up, she tried to jump up like 8 feet. She tried to just from the first shelf, which is about 3 feet off the ground, to the ledge, which is about 11 feet to 11 and a half feet. She tried to jump from 3 feet to 11 and a half feet high. So that's about 8.5 feet. And she's not a big cat. She's about this big. So she jumped straight up to nothing. It was so funny. She landed all dumbly, and it was comical to watch. But I felt bad for having to take that down because I didn't put that shelf in correctly. So I got to figure out how to do that. And I will. Eventually. Soon. Probably this weekend. But yeah. I got an open mic tonight, man. I'm going to continue to work on this same set. That's what I'm going to do. I've decided that I'm going to try to work this set until it kills. And I'm going to pepper in once a week just new stuff so that y'all see, when I say y'all, I mean the people around me, see that I'm more than a one-trick pony. I've got some more funny in me. But I want to make sure that this set, this 5 minutes is super duper, undeniably, really darn good before I go on to the next set. That's a decision I made this week, because this week I was going to shelf that for a little bit and work on that once a week and then work on new stuff. But that's not what I want to do, because when I show new stuff, like it's new, it's rough. I'm not going to get all the laughs that I want to get, and it's kind of selfish, I guess, because I go out and spend all that time out, and I want to do it for a reason to make laughs. I don't want to do it just to work it out. And I know that's what open mics are for working material out. And I know I should. I mean, that's what I'm going to do. That's why I'm going to do it like once a week. One of the mics I go to every week, depending on the place, I'm going to try to do the new material at least once a week. And when I say new material, it's old material that I've really abandoned. It was not, I wouldn't say abandoned, but I didn't really work on to its full potential. But now I think I'm going to start working on it at least once a week. Continue honing this 5 minutes so it's as good as it can be, because I don't want to be the guy out there on open mic nights like, hey bro, did you see my set, man? It was awesome. Did you see my set? I want people to come up to me and tell me that I did good, because greatness is not something that you boast about. It's something that other people tell you you are. And believe me, I am not at greatness. Not yet, at least. But I plan on getting there one day. And the only way to get there is to keep working it out. Keep trying it. Keep doing what works, fixing what doesn't. Doing what works, fixing what doesn't. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do what works and fix what doesn't on this 5 minutes that I have. And until then, I'm going to work on the same like new material, I guess. The material that's not totally always consistently getting laughs. But I'm going to do it once a week, because this 5 minutes that I'm working now, talking about, it's basically the whole 5 minutes is just talking about being married. And I want this 5 minutes to be so good. I do. I hope that one day it does. But I got to do it, man. I've got to try. So do you, man. Whatever you're doing in life, use my story as a metaphor for you. Of course, you probably aren't doing stand-up comedy. You probably aren't recording a podcast in your bedroom trying to reach the masses. That's what I'm trying to do. I want to talk to everybody. But I'm not. But that's cool though. I'm talking to some of y'all, and I appreciate all of y'all that I am talking to. I really do. But I hope that what I'm doing here helps inspire you to try to do whatever you're doing more. Try to be better at whatever you are doing. I think this is going to be a short podcast because I'm hungry and I got to go to an open mic. And I haven't eaten dinner yet, and it's late, and I still got to edit you, man, before I put you on the internet. I got to make sure this sounds good. I got to make sure it looks good. And then I'm going to put it on the internet. And that's going to take a minute. So I'm going to say bye for now. I'm sorry it was a late podcast. I'm sorry it's not as long as you hoped. But I hope you got something out of this, and I hope you continue to come back to get more. If you want to help support the podcast, if you want better sound quality, I guess, better visual quality, please consider going to my Patreon at patreon.com/DJ Santana Funnyman. And there's only one tier. It's $1.50. That's all I'm asking. And like I've said, all that money is going to go straight into this podcast. It's not going to go to me doing comedy. It's not going to go to just me doing my life. It's going to go to making this podcast better, getting the supplies I need, the materials I need, the people I need. But not yet, because I only got one of y'all. But I love you, bro. I do. Thank you for joining that Patreon. And if you do consider joining it, thank you too. It's only $1.50 a month, man, and it's only going to go to this podcast to help it get better. I appreciate y'all. I'm DJ Santana.